Hey, what's going on YouTube family? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Mark, where I like talking all things music, news stories, and my own personal series, Mark Under the Microscope, where I give you an inside look into who I am as a person through inspirational and motivational vlogging. So if you like things like that, please remember to slash that like button and annihilate that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. I drop videos like this every Monday and Friday and every day in between. And also, leave me comments down below. I love interacting with you guys, and I also do subscriber requests, so huge shout out to my subscribers out there. I love you guys because without you, there would be no me and there would be no channel. But I think I've talked enough, so let's just jump straight into these videos. Let's go!
I knew you'd come. Somehow I just knew you'd find me. Not knowing where I was or when I was coming back sent you crazy. I kept my spies on you.
Hey, come on! He looks so boss right here. Hey, come on! Hey, come on, get down! Hey, come on! Okay, so I quickly want to talk about Rude Mood Live by Uncle Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I want to sit here and talk about how, you know how some people, they say, you know how the saying goes where they sit there and say you wear your heart on your sleeve. I kind of feel like Uncle Stevie wears his heart on his guitar strings, and it's so crazy because like he puts so much passion, so much emotion in behind the way when he sits there and just like plucks and strings those guitar strings. Like you could feel every string and every chord through every chord, like his mood, through the vibrations, through everything. Like you could just feel like you get lost like within a trance, and you can't help but to just want to get up and dance to when he sits here and plays. And it's so crazy that I haven't reacted to a Stevie Ray Vaughan like type of song in so long, but now to just sit here and witness it again, and to sit here and just see how much of an artist and so how much of a genius he is with this guitar. Like he is unmatched, and to see how other people can actually even keep up with him when he's sitting there like plucking the guitar strings is just like amazing to even behold, because I'm like, how are you even keeping up with him? Like I want his fingers. Like that's how bad that's how good he is, put it like that. Like he makes you want his fingers to sit there and be able to play a guitar. And like when I was younger, I used to play the trumpet back in grammar school, but I never sat there and could play as astronomically as he can playing the guitar. Like you could just tell, like I feel like he came out of his mama playing the guitar. Like instead of him crying, all you heard was guitar strings. That's what I picture it when I think of Stevie Ray Vaughan. When she was like, when they were like push, and she pushed, his head came and here comes the head. They're like, oh, there's something else coming, maybe it's another baby. No, it was like a guitar. It was a guitar coming out too. Like that's what I think, because it's like there's no way that a man could be this talented and not sit there and have music within his bones, within the base of his ribs, like in his crib, like wherever. Like this man is so gifted and so talented when it comes to playing that guitar. And it's like you don't, and then it's like even when he sits there and plays the guitar, you almost forget that he also has vocals as well. And even with this, like he didn't sit there and sing at all, but he just sat there and just played the guitar, and you're like in such a trance of what he's doing. And I love the vibe of it, the vibe of what he was doing, because it was like reminiscent of like old jazz, old blues type of vibe. Like it was taking me back to that type of thing. Like I was like in a nightclub back, like how he would sit there and be like, oh, I was in Harlem or something, like in a jazz or blues club, in a nightclub. Or if you were down south, maybe somewhere like in Louisiana, somewhere like that, inside of like a jazz or nightclub, a jazz nightclub. Like the way that he sits there and plays with so much heart, so much soul, so much passion, so much emotion, like, and so much conviction within what he's doing. And it's like you can't help but to take your hat off and to sit there and be like anybody who emulates to want to sit there and play a guitar, like if that's like their goal or aspiration in life, I can't see how you don't look to him as an inspiration, as well as Jimi Hendrix and a couple of other people. I mean, I don't really know too many people. I don't know this genre too well. Like I'm just now transitioning into it, and a lot of people who follow this channel from knows that I come from like the hip hop, soul, and like type of R&B background. So it's like a segue of me sitting there transitioning, and to be able to see how he plays with such precision and such emotion and such passion, it's like so uncanny. And it's like you can, to be moved like this with somebody who's just playing a guitar, like it's just a pluck of a guitar, and to be sitting there, to be shaken to your foundation, to be sitting there moved by just somebody just playing the guitar, the chords of their guitar, without even having to open their mouth to sit there and have you be able to listen to anything that they're saying, is crazy. Like not many people can do that. And it's like when I sit there and watch him, it's like you can't help but to be like, be in awe of it, because it's genius, it's miraculous, it's untouched, it's uncanny. And I know that this is called like rude mood, and you can kind of feel like that's what he was like channeling, and the way that he was sitting there, like it was almost like a jazz and a blues filled with an attitude. Like when you sit there and think about rock and roll, you think about, and punk and stuff like that, and that type of style, you think about attitude and how something makes you feel and things like that. And so when I sit here and look at something like this, it kind of takes me into that kind of realm where it's like he's sitting there playing, and it's like, it's called rude mood, so you can't help but to sit here and think about what is the space, or what space is he occupying when he's sitting here playing his guitar and sitting here letting out his emotions and his passions and his pain through here. Because it's like, I feel like he's occupying a space of like being like, I feel like he's like something like where he felt like he was like somebody may have sat there and said something to him, and came out of their mouth the wrong way to him, and he sat there and got put in a negative space or a bad space, and he just let it all out on his guitar. Like I feel like he put his attitude and his heart and his soul on his guitar to let it just let his emotion out on that, if that makes sense. At least that's what I got from it. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this type of genre. I can only speak on how it makes me feel, but it's like, isn't that what music is supposed to be, and how it makes you feel, the expression that it makes you feel in that present time? And that's what it made me feel like. I don't know, but you guys let me know in the comments below. But I thought that this was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I'm glad that I was able to just watch him just play the chords of the guitar without using his voice, because we already know how much of an amazing voice he has, and to see him and witness him just play the chords of the guitar is just absolutely phenomenal and absolutely amazing. And you know, like I say, I don't rate something that's artistic genius. This is artistic genius at its best. So with that being said, let me know what you thought of Uncle Stevie Ray Vaughan with Rude Mood. And with that being said, I hope you all be safe out there, and remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.
They need rappers like me. They need rappers like me, so they can get on their fucking keyboards and make me the bad guy, Chung Lee. Hey, yo,